Before we begin, let's get some caveats out of the way. I played this game on normal using a controller, and the version I played was the definitive edition, which included the quote-unquote DLC, and don't worry about story spoilers, but there may be minor area spoilers ahead. With that out of the way, let's get started. My name is krankytaco, and this is Ori and the Blind Forest Review in 2. Ori and the Blind Forest is a Metroidvania-style puzzle platformer with fantastic ambiance and some really great ideas. But be warned, if you're going to start the game for the first time, get ready for about 5 minutes of slow-paced exposition. That's what's been playing in the background since the start of this video, and it's pretty indicative of the pace during the first bit of the game. However, progressing through the game rewards you with upgrades and abilities, and once you unlock more mobility, moving through the areas can feel amazing. Honestly, unlocking new abilities and finding new ways to explore the overworld was the most fun part for me personally. But the carefree feeling of flying through an area clashes heavily with the combat and resource system. To save, you must manually use one of your energy resources, which are also used for a handful of other abilities. And personally, this just feels like one of the game's biggest flaws to me. If you die, you start at your last save. Take a look at this area and keep in mind that each beam is instant death. Plus, and this is just a personal pet peeve, dying has the added detriment of having to replay overworld cutscenes if you didn't save after triggering them. This save problem is exemplified even more by the escape sequences for each of the 3 main dungeons, for lack of a better word. There is no way to manually save during these sequences, and since they auto-scroll, there's no way to know what's coming up next, so you tend to take damage. And finally, to add insult to injury, each sequence has an instant kill beginner's trap near the end. Ori and the Blind Forest is not a very long game. I beat the main story in roughly 6 hours, the extra content from the definitive edition in about 30 minutes, and finished rounding out the 100% map exploration and collectibles in another hour or so. There's a lot here to like, and despite all the mechanical flaws, I did feel compelled to keep playing. So, with all that in mind, I give Ori and the Blind Forest a 6 out of 10.